It's now been nearly 3 years since I got an email from Leland, an amazing writer from LA, telling me about this new artist he'd been working with named Daya. Sent me this song called Hideaway. And it became a smash hit around the world. It then got Daya onto a huge hit by the Chainsmokers.
I need you right now.
This one, Don't Let Me Down.
I need you right now.
Such a big song. She performed it with him at some of the biggest festivals in the world. And now Daya is getting herself onto album number 2, or maybe, I don't know, EP number 2. New music is on its way. It all kicked off with this song called New. Pretty fresh sound for her. So I got her on the phone, had a chat. Hello, Daya.
Hi, Nick. Oh my God, I'm so happy to be talking to you.
Oh my God, I am so happy to be talking to you. It's so weird that I haven't actually done an interview with you before.
I know, it's wild. I feel like you're always on my Twitter. I always just see your name pop up.
Where are you right now? What's doing with you?
I'm in LA. Just got back from the studio, so
Nice.
now I'm laying in my new bed. I just got a new bed. I just moved into a house, so
Oh my God, that's awesome.
very comfy.
Are you living alone?
Best interview scenario. Best interview. I have 2 roommates. I probably couldn't take care of a house on my own.
I'm about to turn 23 and I still could not take care of myself in the slightest.
Can't do it.
The idea of living alone seems
Can't do it.
exciting to me, but I just do not have the ability. I'm too, childish for that.
Yeah, like my plants die within a week of getting them, so I can't take care of a house.
I don't like plants, I think I've realised. I tried to look after one when I was house sitting a place in London for 2 weeks, and they just all died. I tried so hard to take care of them, and just they didn't want to live with me.
They really are. They require a lot of work, so I feel like I'm just going with fake plants or something from now on.
I just got
I'm kind of done with him.
I got myself a $1 succulent from IKEA the other week, and it's changed my life.
Yes, the succulents work though.
Yeah.
You don't have to do as much.
Exactly. They're
not as needy.
They're good for the lazy people out there, aka me.
Yeah.
Should we talk about music?
Let's do it. I love music.
I could talk about plants all day. And succulent.
I really could.
We could talk about home design, or we could talk about tunes. Where's your mind at the moment in terms of music? I mean, you just had the most crazy couple of years with Sit Still Look Pretty, and now New is out and poppin'. And how do you feel going into this second part of your career?
I'm really excited. I feel like I'm really taking the creative reins a little bit, which hadn't happened until this point. I feel like the last album, I'm really proud of it, but it wasn't 100% me. I feel like it doesn't fully represent me. And I've been playing music my whole life. I have a very vast musical background. So for me, it just didn't feel right for me not to be songwriting and involved in that process. So now I'm in the studio every day with different writers and producers and cooking up some exciting stuff. I can't wait to share it with you guys.
Cooking up some bops, I hope.
Some bops, yes.
Bops.
The bops are in the oven.
Bops are in the oven. I love that.
They're cooking.
I mean, how? And I hate constantly talking to artists about the people they work with, but I know you've worked so extensively now with Leland, and I love that man with all my heart. I mean, do you feel like he's kind of your ultimate collaborator at the moment? He's one of your favorites?
Yeah, he's definitely one of my favorites. I think everyone on my label is obsessed with him. He just has this magic touch. I feel like if we put him in the room, he just knows how to make a song turn gold. And I love working with him. He's so quick, and it's good that we have this kind of past relationship, that he was with me from the very beginning with Hideaway 3 years ago, and he's still with me now. And that's something that I don't have with a lot of my new collaborators. So it's always good to have that kind of sense of home. And he's a really good friend, as well as a really talented collaborator and writer.
How much do you find friendship is important in the people you work with, and friendship is important in opening up? I
feel like it's kind of everything for me. I can definitely be put in the studio with people who have had crazy hits or crazy successful past, and not really make something incredible with them because I just don't feel like there's a vibe there. So for me, it's really just if I connect with the person and if we're kind of in the same state as far as like if we're kind of like thinking in the same, you know, mind frame about things. That is really what creates the songs that I'm most passionate about.
That's awesome. I know you said a little bit earlier that you feel like the last album, although you're really proud of it, you know, it wasn't entirely you. Do you think for some pop stars, and this might be including you if you consider yourself to be a pop star, do you think some pop stars need one of those albums sometimes? They kind of like need to have stuff given to them and sort of provided at some points to help them find their sound?
I don't know if that's ever necessary. I feel like to each their own. Like I feel like every artist kind of has a different path. But for me, I definitely feel like my concepts are a really important part. Like my messaging and my songs are a really important part of my music, and they really like for me, I feel like they fully need to represent what I'm feeling in order for my fans to like feel a connection, a genuine connection, and I just felt like that wasn't 100% there with Sit So Pretty. I mean, I do relate to a lot of the songs on them, and I don't regret putting any of them out because they've gotten to me to where I am. But from now on, I feel like it's just going to be a bit of a different story.
Absolutely. I must say, and I must have this on record, that I'm very upset that Cool was never like properly released as a single. And I would like to start a hashtag campaign, hashtag Justice for Cool, because
Justice for Cool.
Justice for Cool.
I am with you.
Isabel.
That is one of my favorite songs still to this date. I love performing that song. It's so fun.
Good. I'm glad we're on the same page with that then.
Yeah, it's a car jam for sure.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. I feel like
it is. It's one of those like cruising down the highway, like
windows down, arms out the window.
Yeah, windows down. Just
I feel like new.
It's one of my.
I'm glad it is because that makes me happy.
Yeah.
I feel like new kind of sits in that territory as well. It feels kind of like cool without trying too hard to be cool. Is that kind of where you're taking all this new music? I mean, what's the sort of overall vibe of everything for the new stuff you're working on?
Like new is more in the direction of where it's going, but I would say it's conscious pop, but it's a little bit more electronic leaning, a little more alternative leaning, I feel. And for me, it's just about the process of creating and exploring and not being afraid to make it put in sounds that are really weird or different sounding. Or I feel like I don't try going in with like a formula and being like, okay, this is how I'm going to write a pop song. It's just kind of like what I'm feeling and what that leads to. And for me, that process has been very liberating and exciting.
I'm wondering, has there been a favorite session so far for this new stuff that you can tell me about?
Yes. I actually worked with a fellow Aussie, Alex Hope.
Yes,
a week ago or so. Yes. She's one of my favorite producers, and I think she's one of the few female producers in the pop space, so I definitely think that she's so brave for being that and for just, you know, being so talented and representing females as a whole in the production space. But she's really, really talented, and we wrote a bop the other day.
Yes, you did. A little boptina by my two favorite gals.
A little boptina.
I'm here for it. Thanks so much, Daya. This has been the most awesome chat, and you sound like you're so like content and know what you're doing at the moment, and that makes me really happy for you. So well done. Can't wait to hear more stuff. It's so good to finally talk to you.
Thank you. Yes, thanks so much.
No worries. I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Project You, the podcast.